Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and my second video after, or my next video after I announced that we are expecting our fifth baby this side of heaven. I saw somebody say that a while back and I just loved that saying because it's our fifth baby here, but really we have also babies in heaven, and I never, want to forget that. But I wanted to film this little intro to the video because it starts out with Ethan and I in the bathroom finding out we're pregnant, and then it has really been everything over the past 10 weeks. Well, not quite 10 weeks. I am in my 10th week, but kind of everything over the past several weeks. Doctor's appointments. I share some scares we've had. Like I think I'll share sometime in this video, there was a point that I really didn't know if this pregnancy was going to go well, and we have a thriving baby, so everything's good, but I share all of that. And in the very last part of the video, the way we surprised the kids is we booked an ultrasound, took them there to let them see the baby. And that's kind of how we surprised them. And if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me there. I think I'll share a little bit more about surprising the kids over there, maybe in like a reel or something. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram because I'll share a lot more pregnancy stuff over there as well. But thank y'all so much. I've got to say it. Thank y'all so much for all the love in my last video of just y'all being so excited for us and so excited to follow along this journey to this baby. We're excited. I'm excited to bring y'all along throughout this pregnancy, and of course when the baby's born and all that, and we're just so excited. So anyways, now the next part of the video is going to be Ethan and I finding out, and so yeah, we're going to get on to that. But thank y'all so much for all your love and support. All right, it is April 7th, and this morning, okay, backstory. Well, we will only put this up if I'm actually pregnant. But we both decided we wanted to have a fifth. So this month, I guess this was really the first month we're like, yeah, let's do it. So this morning I have you're probably not even gonna be able to see it on camera. Let's see, I don't even know. I can't tell. But it's a very faint line. I feel like it is. Like it's barely faint, but it's like a line. It's a line, a line's a line. So I'm gonna I did that this morning, like 7:30 this morning. I'm gonna take another one, but I'm also gonna take a digital. The digital doesn't detect like as low HCG levels as like this does, I don't think. So we'll see. I'm gonna go take these. I'm not hopeful that this is even gonna show up yet because I just feel like I'm pretty early. And like I said, it's our first month of saying we'll go ahead and try, because I said after this month I would want to wait several months because I don't want it to be in flu season and all that, and hospital restrictions like we've had before. I feel like if we wait past this, we'd be in that season of flu season and hospital. So I said, well, we'll try this month, and if not, I would want to wait probably a little while. But all right, so I'm gonna take these. We'll set a timer and then we'll look at them. That sounds good. All right, Ethan set a timer, about 45 seconds. What else is he gonna say? This is all just gonna be scratched if it's negative, but oh yeah, so if we were to get pregnant this month, it'd be a December due date, but I feel like I'm so red right now. But after that it'd be January, which is Delaney's birthday, and then just everybody's at the beginning of the year, so I don't know. But December, or possibly November with how I go. All right, 16 seconds, and we'll see if it's gonna be positive or negative. But also your HCG is supposed to be higher in the morning than at night. Oh, there it goes. All right, here we go. We're gonna look. Ready? One. I'm so nervous. I don't know. Okay. Oh!
Oh my gosh. How in the heck did that show up?
Oh my gosh.
I can see that.
Oh, it is. Oh my gosh. Look, I feel like I'm so red right now. I was not expecting that to say positive.
That's crazy. I wouldn't either.
Oh my gosh, my heart's racing right now. I feel like a line is a line, even like super faint. But still, like, we've honestly over the past, I don't know, in the past before, we've also, I feel like, got a super faint line, but I wasn't pregnant. But like, let me see if I can show them. I'll see if I can. Probably won't be able to see on camera, but. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting it.
I wouldn't, look, this camera's blurry. I wasn't expecting it for our first month of being like, okay, let's go ahead and,
Yeah.
you know, in the past we've said, like, maybe another one in the future, but it's going to be a while. But then we were like, well, let's go ahead. I was not expecting that for the first month. Oh my gosh. That is insane. You got to think about it. We would have another baby before the end of the year.
That's crazy. I mean, I thought they'd be like a faint on that one, like,
Oh my God.
but like I wasn't expecting that one.
Well, I will say this too. So my cycles have been like long, like, I don't know, ever since Callum was born, breastfeeding, they've been like, some are like regular, but then like some are like irregular. Some months are irregular. Like it just depends, like every month's just different. And so last month I had like a 40-day cycle, which means I probably ovulated late. I kind of keep track of all that. And then this month I've been testing for days just because I still haven't gotten a period or anything. And I think I just ovulated late. That is so crazy. You look nervous.
I'm nervous.
Very excited though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never thought we'd do it again. Oh, there goes the timer again. All right, to be continued.
Keep on hitting reset.
Oh, let me cut it off. I guess we will take them along on our journey over the next few weeks. I'll probably call Monday to get like a HCG level, especially because I had an ectopic pregnancy. That way we can kind of make sure they're rising like they're supposed to. I think I'm supposed to do that now just to, I think I always have that chance of having another tubal ectopic pregnancy. So I'd probably do that, and then probably have an appointment soon too. And probably have like an earlier ultrasound because to make sure the baby's in the right spot as well. All right, we'll bring y'all along for this journey to number 5. So great. Well, five kids here. I always, you know, really number 9 because we lost 4, but really we lost 5. Anyways, 5 babies. Here we go. So we are about 4 days later from like finding out the last part of this video. Let me sit this down. I think like 4 days later, and I'm trying to get this lighting a little bit better in here. Yellow lighting. There we go. All right, 4 days later, and I am headed out to do some blood work today. I was hoping to get this done yesterday. Today's Tuesday, but I didn't get a call back to schedule that until today. But we're going to do HCG levels and kind of see where I'm at with those and make sure things are kind of heading in the right direction. I think I mentioned that I've had an ectopic pregnancy before, and I kind of knew like right away something was wrong. I had some like bleeding and just things. My levels wasn't rising like they should. So we knew by that something was wrong, and then we kind of confirmed it with an ultrasound a little bit later. But hopefully my levels are good. I feel good about it. I will say that I've had a little bit of spotting, but that's like stopped. It lasted like not even a day, like just a little bit. So hopefully everything's good as far as that. But I still, like this morning, like throughout the day I felt a little bit queasy, which I feel like is a good sign that my levels are rising like they should. And I keep testing like every morning just because that just helps me feel better, and the lines are looking really good and getting darker. I know you can't always tell by that, but it just makes me feel better to do that. And so I'll kind of leave a picture here of what they look like. But they're looking really good. And so I should go back in 48 hours, but it might be actually 72 hours because I don't think we'll be here on Thursday for me to go back. So I don't know. And then hopefully they will double. That's what they need to do with in 48 hours to kind of make sure things are going in the right direction. So fingers crossed things go well. I will update with my levels in a couple days as we kind of see how things are. So it is several days later from the last time I updated, a week and a half later at least, several days later. But we are actually headed to our first doctor's appointment. Ethan took the day off today to come with me because I think he'll do an ultrasound. But I didn't update on my HCG levels, and he also checked progesterone levels as well. Check progesterone because I've actually, with all my pregnancies, been on progesterone in the very beginning for the first like 10 or so weeks, just because it's always been like a little bit lower than what they would want. And it, you know, it just, well, it don't hurt, it always helps to have that progesterone. So we checked that as well. So my HCG levels more than doubled, which is such a good sign. When I had my ectopic pregnancy, they were not good at all. Like, I think my first level was like 20, and then the next one was like 27, which is not good. We knew then something wasn't right. And then, so that more than doubled, which is a really good sign. I've had no more bleeding either, like the spotting that I was having, I've had no more of that. And then my progesterone level was really great too. So no need for like a progesterone supplement, which is my first pregnancy that I haven't been on that, which is nice to not have to do that. So it was really great. So great numbers. And so I felt good. I felt like queasy sometimes, like mainly just in the morning. And then like after I eat something, I feel better, but nothing bad, just like a little bit of queasy, not even like real sick feeling or anything like that. So far so good. Hopefully my appointment goes well. I'm expecting it to go well. I think it's going to be fine. A little bit nervous because you just never know, but we're going to head to that, and hopefully we're going to do an ultrasound today. I think he'll probably do one. So I'll update after that. We are back home after my appointment. Ethan actually, we had to drop his truck off beforehand, so we went and grabbed that, so he's not with me right now. Appointment went good. We actually didn't do an ultrasound today, but I have one scheduled in just a few days, so a little bit of a bummer, but I'm hoping Ethan's gonna try to still get off for that appointment to come with me still. I just want him there for that, and so hopefully he's able to. If not, it'll be okay. But we have it, today's Friday, so we actually have our appointment on Monday, and we will have an ultrasound that day. We did schedule it for that day, and also see a doctor that day. I actually see a midwife that day. Someone that I usually see the same doctor every single time, but he just didn't have something that early or that soon. It's just a couple days. So I'm going to see a midwife then and have an ultrasound. So I'm excited for that. It'll give me a few extra days because I'm still pretty early to see a whole lot. So it'll give me a few extra days, so hopefully we'll be able to see just a little bit more in 3 days from now. So stay tuned for that. I'll be back on Monday to update how all that goes. All right, so we are a few days later. I don't typically vlog like this in my car, but I'm running late and we're about here, and I wanted to kind of update before I get here. So I'm paying attention to the road. But a few days later, I'm headed to my appointment. Ethan was actually going to come with me, but we've got a couple sick kiddos at home, so it's just me. I also had the stomach bug last night. Thankfully, I'm feeling better so I can go to my appointment, but I had a little bit of spotting yesterday, so I'm nervous going into this appointment, more nervous than I was Friday coming. I'm just hoping it goes well and things look good because I'm just nervous about it. I just don't know. So hoping it goes well. They are very crowded too. So I'm gonna head in here. We're doing an ultrasound. We're gonna have a visit with actually a midwife today. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we are done. Let's see if I can get the picture out. I still feel like I'm in that stage where it's really like hard to tell. This reminds me of my pregnancy with Millie. I wasn't sure how far along I was. It was like, if y'all remember that, if y'all been along for that long or been around for that long, I didn't know how far along when I found out. I was like starting to get sick, and that's why I took a test. So today we saw the gestational sac, which tells me that it's not ectopic. I've had an ectopic pregnancy 3 years ago. And we also saw a yolk sac. So if I'm remembering correctly, when I was pregnant with Millie, this is what we saw at the beginning with her as well. And based off of their dates with my last period, which I know that's not right. Like, I know how my cycles are, and I know that that's not correct. Based off my last period, I should be 8 weeks, 3 days. But like I said, I know I'm more like, I'm trying to cut my hair down, heat down. I'm more like less than, like, based off my dates, I'm more like 5 weeks, 6 days, which is still early for many people to tell. So, I feel like I have something in my hair. So, the midwife, she was so great. We talked about all kinds of things, and she was like, I really think you're just early, and that's why we're not seeing a whole lot. She said, I wouldn't worry about it. I think so. She said, obviously, if like you bleed more, call us. We'll kind of get in here and see what's happening. But I will say that I have had bleeding with all of my pregnancies, heavy bleeding, spotting. I've had some kind of bleeding like with all of my pregnancies, which is always worrisome because you just never know, but everything's always been fine. And so hopefully I don't have any more bleeding or spotting. It's only been a little bit of spotting. So she said, let's get you back in 2 weeks. She said, I want to be able to see something, so let's do 2 weeks. But I ended up talking her into like more like a week and a half. Just because it's still, I know many of y'all understand, it's still that stage where in a week and a half we should be able to see an actual baby and a heartbeat by then. And it's still at that stage where it's just so worrisome, and you want to get in as soon as possible. But I also understand what she's saying. We want to not have to keep coming back for ultrasounds. You can't see anything. So instead of 2 weeks, I'm actually coming back in about a week and a half, which is going to be a long week and a half, but we'll be able to see something then. But so glad that it's not ectopic. We know that it's in the uterus. We saw a yolk sac, we saw a gestational sac, and everything looked good with that. We're just still early, which makes sense because I know my dates line up with what the ultrasound is saying versus their dates with my last menstrual period. So anyway, so I'll be back in a week and a half to continue my appointments and making sure baby is good. So appointment, feel good about it. She reassured me that she really thinks everything's fine, that I'm just too early. So we'll be back in about a week and a half unless something changes before then. Hey y'all, it is a week and a half later. Haven't updated. I thought I'd kind of just wait until today. I'm actually early to my appointment. I've got about probably 20 minutes or so before I'll head in. But I thought I'll get a little bit of update on how things have been going over the past week and a half. About a little over a week ago, I started spotting again and cramping. And I remember sitting at Delaney's ball game feeling really crampy, and I knew I was spotting and things, and really just thinking, I don't know if things are going to go well, just the way I was feeling. But since then, I have not really spotted anymore. I did a little bit this morning, but I've also, like, my pregnancy symptoms have progressed. I've felt more sick, food aversions. I actually have not been able to drink coffee the last probably 4 or 5 days. Definitely the food aversions are there, which is definitely a normal pregnancy symptom for a lot of people, but definitely for me. And sickness, it hasn't been terrible, but I've noticed if I don't eat like small, like frequent meals, it comes on a lot quicker and I start feeling sick. So I definitely feel like the symptoms have progressed. I feel good going into my appointment today. I think things are going to go well. Hopefully, I'm hopeful that things are going to go well. I should be a little over 7 weeks today, based on my date. So hopefully today we'll get to see a heartbeat. Should definitely be able to see a heartbeat today, and hopefully see a baby that is the correct size for where I'm at, and hopefully get an actual due date today. I think I know my due date, but of course, you know, depending on the ultrasound and all that. But yeah, we're gonna go into this appointment. Hopefully it goes well. I'm, like I said, very hopeful, just the way I've been feeling, that things are progressing like they're supposed to. Obviously, like I said before, bleeding in pregnancy, I've had it with all my pregnancies, some kind of spotting or bleeding or whatever. So it's just one of those things where it can be cause for concern for sure, but also things have went well for me even with that. So anyways, we're gonna head in here and then I will come out and hopefully update with a picture of a baby and a heartbeat. Hopefully things go well. I am done and everything looked great, which is such a relief. I've got a whole bunch of pictures here, 4 of them to be exact. Let me see if I can kind of hide all the info. It's just a little baby right there, and then we've got the heartbeat 129, measuring on track based off the last ultrasound. So it's actually a few days off from my dates when, like, I know I ovulated, but they're just going based off the ultrasound, what it showed, which the due date that I thought it was December 19th, but based off the ultrasound, which is what we're going with right now, it is December 23rd. So right at Christmas, which I always go early, so it'll probably be at least a couple weeks before that. But yeah, so excited. It looked really good. Ethan wasn't able to come with me today. I'm getting hot and I'm out of breath. Ethan wasn't able to come with me today, so I sent him a picture. Baby looks good, and I actually don't come back until 4 weeks, which seems so long, especially like the spotting I've been having. Hopefully that don't pick up, and hopefully things go well as far as that. But yes, baby Cooper coming December of 2023, which is so exciting. It seems so crazy, December, which is like this year. I'm used to like being pregnant, but the baby don't come until the next year, which seems so far away. But it does not even seem like December is like, it's the same year, which is crazy. Anyways, baby Cooper coming December of 2023. This is so exciting, and I'm excited to take y'all along for this journey of this baby. We're so excited. We're excited to tell the kids, family. We haven't done anything like that yet. Nobody knows except for Ethan and I, and we're very excited.